All right, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a bunch of things, but I'm just going to let you look at that for a minute, because I want you to, some of y'all that are able to listen, that are not paralyzed and that's not Arimon, without me even saying anything, with some of the heavy stuff we've posted, you should see that for what it is. Now listen to me. When you cut, like this Bible says, when you cut the world off, like Jesus says in Scripture, yes, man did write this, but it's funny how all these books talk about Scripture. The ones that people say, he's reading Satan stuff. And they even acknowledge Jesus Christ. It's crazy, man. And the thing is in y'all's world right there, they're pushing Jesus out in this. He's gone. See, the same way that the people watch the 30,000 plus hours in a lifetime. Okay, if these are from God, then we read this and become God-like. If the scripts of the plays and shows and movies are from man, then we watch that, then we become man-like. It's not hard. It's very easy. But then again, the occipital lobe, which is imagination, and the cerebrum, because God is the ram, that's a walnut too. What you see in there as a child, and here the memory grows with imagination. So the billboards, everything you see, the kids' meals and all that, it becomes concrete in here and tells you that this is it when it's not. And then you see stuff and you'll be a girl, come on, yeah, it's insane. Because see, the only way they can get away with it is because there's so many distractions out. People just watch and go, oh, it's just sad. I just go have an orgy with my phone. If there wasn't no distractions, everybody would be at the government. But they have distractions. Plus, they've been raised to where everything in here is not even real. I just want to talk some about that and your sensorium, which is your faculties and your senses. Okay? When the brain is developed inside, look, this is what I'm going to do. Check it out. School, 12 grades. Inside. So the eyes develop inside. The senses develop inside. So everything in the occipital lobe and the sensorium organ is inside. It's not outside looking up, letting the eyes focus on long distance objects, zooming in and zooming out, going and smelling flowers and picking them and learning the colors through the bloom, the blossom, and the carnations and roses and everything else. Now we got gadgets in here, man. There you go. So now we're inside, and now all these Arimonic generations is this. By kindergarten, there you go. You're Arimon to those of y'all against us. This is what you deal with every day. This is what I want you to get into your thick skull, those of y'all that's fighting for God or fighting for whatever. I want y'all to get it into your thick head that, listen, this is going to keep getting worse. This being that's in the people around us and that they're developing is going to get worse. And they're going, listen, this Arimonic deity is miserable and it sucks you down. It sucks you down without you knowing it. So you can fall victim to right back to old behaviors and shit, relapse maybe. But this is what you deal with every day. Right here. Never mind what we just said from birth. You're going to deal with either a sports hangover, sex hangover. Listen, when the team loses, there goes the next day. There goes work ethic. There goes this and that. It's going to affect someone's life. We don't do that. Now, trust me, it took, from where I'm from, and it's hard to act. But when all this goes away, you get so much better. But you have to understand what this is. There's port in the middle. SS is on both ends, and we could get into some heavy shit with the words, but we're not. Okay? Because this is a big business on controlling people. Sex hangover is going to be your semen. That's going to be this right here. You're going to deplete all the potassium caliphos that runs the brain. And the more this is advertised, then the more the children deplete their brain fluid, and then they morph into an adult through masturbation station young years, because they're telling them, you did all. So by the time they're 20, they have no fluid no more. Hell, I'm a sex fucking addict. I'm listening to Matt. All the while Christians allowed the shit to go on. So that in adults too. So you deplete, you're discharging. Discharging. You're depleting your fucking battery fluid, and they promote it. Look at Carly Bay and them. Look at all of them. That whole round. I know that makes people mad, but it makes me mad to see Arimon and you fuckers look at us like the way you do. Alcohol hangover. Hell, that's a large percentage. So right off the rip, depending on where you're at in the mornings, you're dealing with large percentage of these two right here. This fucks the whole day up, and then eventually they're already mine. They have no idea who they are. They're just a fucking robot. They just go around eating that shit and this, and then watching that, and then going out to eat, and food hangover, coffee hangover, energy drink hangover, soda. No water whatsoever, and if they do, it has nothing in it. They go buy it. That's how dumb they are. And then these fuckers will show you their little bitty pieces of paper and go, look, I got a master's and PhD. This is our master's over here. That's what I'm saying. You know how you control people is through the nervous system. Let me see if I got one. Yeah, you control them through the nervous system. Well, hang on. Did somebody get my shit? Well, you bastards. I think I gave it to that guy. I can't remember. That's the endocrine. I don't want to talk about it. Oh well, it doesn't matter. There's spinal and cranial nerves. So, when we're talking to somebody, I want you to go ahead and get it in your thick skull. It doesn't matter how much money they have. That's our whole point. They'll show you that, and that's our mom. That's what that is. See, all these substances gets into our nervous system. Gets into our blood. The blood's magnetic. And then all the substances are connected since the eyes from birth. Yeah, and all adults now, since y'all succumb to your stupidity. All that is one circuit. The cell tower is your blood and this technology and all that. That's a circuit. The same way that Saturn, Jupiter, all of them have a circuit here. The same way you've got a circuit in your house running around. You've got circuits inside of your anatomy. Each one of those lights is connected to an organ. Jupiter, that light controls the liver. I'm an alcoholic. I'm Sagittarius, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Scripture says it's there for signs and seasons. Yeah, 12 signs and 4 seasons. Job, God asked Job, who is this that darkeneth counsel without knowledge? Who are you without any knowledge to challenge anybody whatsoever? Because then you've got this. Do you know what a cartoon hangover is? You need to think about the fucking child that sits there and just watches that shit every day. And think about how fucking stupid that they are. It's not a human, though. And truthfully, look, and that's me too. Because I remember a long time ago, I was younger. I can't remember how old, but I remember I was like, why don't we learn much? You're not taught any skills. Not taught nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing. When you are in fucking 3rd grade, you're selling chocolate. Conclusion, before the age of 7 or 8. Really younger than that now. You understand? And now all these little bitty children with this technology, y'all have no idea what that light and all that man writes and puts in here and then transfers that into the subconscious. So that way when we do die, all this comes back out when we die, when we should be looking up at your Arimon. Who are the people against us. That's who you deal with every day. If you fucking take care of yourself like some of us do, and you cut the fucking world off, and you get up, you already know you got to run through all that shit. And that's what I'm saying. It wears on you. You can just watch people deteriorate. And see, it's the same way in the gym. If you work out, you don't see yourself grow. You know what I'm saying? It's the same way. People don't see themselves slowly get out of shape. When you quit working out, which I mean, I ain't worked out with weights. I do certain things, but not with weights. But I still have my figure because of the hard work that was put in for years. You understand? So these Ahrimanic being is in this pathetic nature of slothiness by design, forced from childhood into adolescence with this. That's why they are fucking so rude and so shitty. They'll cuss you out, and the grandparents will keep giving them everything, and the parents and all of them. You know, they've gotten rid of the trade learning. You know, but listen, this is our whole point. All this right here is you're a battery. Okay, I wish I had the nervous system, but you've got 12 cranial nerves right here, and those 12 cranial nerves are connected to the 12 constellations. You know them lights, the ball lights with the static running, that's what you can't see that's doing to my head right now. And depending on what I eat from the ground and spring water, that's going to charge me. But since you're Ahriman and you've been inside your entire life watching shit like this, you've got all that shit in your system. And so you're charged by these sorcerers. And whenever they want to give you a new emotion or a thought or fear, they just introduce it into here, and then it shocks your brain because your brain has been so accustomed to these sounds and tones from fake black magic generational magicians Pat Giles can see. You're already there. That's the society you live in. There ain't nobody gets up like we do. I hope you do. I hope you get up and don't even fucking look at this. And don't even just go outside and look up and say thank you and drink some water that you had outside charging from the lights above your head that's from the spring right down the road. And then you become God-like. Instead, we're going to go over here and start over again and suck our body down and then watch the commercials and say, did you catch something? Did you catch it? Did you catch it? No, you didn't. You fucking gave it to you. And those are the ones that are all together against me and you. That right there. You got to deal with that shit. There ain't no getting in the fucking brain of these dummies. Hell no, they got fucking fake money. I don't care what he said. Well, listen to the video. No, I'm not listening to no dumb video because of my money. It makes me right. It's like Illuminati created the money. See? He is fucking stupid. I have money. It's not real. You see my shit. It's not real. Come on, we're going out to eat and going to get fucked up again today. Fuck you, Matt. That's Arimon. I've told some old men, I said, apparently y'all fucking forgot what got you to where you are. Yeah, it's funny how this day and age, when people get to it, when certain individuals retire and they gave their whole life to them companies and people don't realize how hard they work to get there, then the whole fucking family retires. From the top to the bottom. I said, you better keep fucking drinking so you can't see that shit here. You'll see it on the other side, and they hate that. And I said, you're going to face everything. It's insane. They have this fucking TV Jesus. You throw a sports figure out there, Jesus help me win this golf tournament. Thank you, Jesus. He's a player for the Illuminati to keep you fucking stupid drunk watching that shit and going, oh, that Jesus. We got 10 years of this Jesus. I don't like you. Well, we don't like you either because you're a fucking demon, a bunch of demons. And they come in chemical form. And then in black magic, you have to welcome the demons in. And since you watch those so beautiful fucking commercials with sounds and tones made by warlocks and wizards, I'm gonna go get that. Side effects include we'll like you, Matt. Matt back 3-2. Swish 1. We win again. I love you.